Hello and welcome to the program, a lesson in 10 minutes meant for CBSE students, class 12, English. Today's lesson is A Roadside Stand by Robert Frost. We are going to look at Robert Frost's poem, A Roadside Stand, in 10 minutes. It's a long poem, so we cannot finish it in 10 minutes so easily. Nevertheless, a quick look at it. Robert Frost lived from 1874 to 1963, and the poem was written in 1936, which is almost a century back. It's important to know the time because the world changes so quickly. The main themes of the poem: one, rural versus urban divide, countryside versus the city. Two, the urban insensitivity. Three, urban exploitation of the rural people. Now, the first part of the poem, we see the roadside stand put up by some countryside people, the rural people. They have put up this roadside stand in order to earn some extra money. The poet says clearly that they are not very poor. They are not actually asking for charity, dole of bread. No, it's not a dole of bread that they want. It's not charity that they want. But it's a pathetic plea, a pitiful request for what? For some city money. The money that the city people have, more they have more money. There's more affluence in the city. There's more wealth in the city. Whose flow waters the flower of cities. See the phrase used by the poet, flower of cities. That flower is a metaphor or an imagery which is used here to indicate that the wealth in the cities is like a flower, which is watered by money, flow of money. And the village people, the rural people want some of that money so that they can improve their lot, to have some affluence, like in the moving pictures. Another phrase used in the poem is the moving pictures, Hollywood movies, which show affluence. Two, we look at the urban insensitivity. The people from the city come in their polished cars, polished traffic is the phrase used by the poet. They come in their rich cars, but they are not happy with the roadside stand. They complain about the signboards that they are painted artlessly, artless painting. The spelling is bad. N turned wrong, S turned wrong. And these signboards are ruining the beauty of the landscape. The city people are more interested in the beauty of the rural landscape. They are not interested in the people of the countryside. And so they are not interested in buying anything from this countryside stand. Some of them stop to inquire about the prices of the things, the farmers' prices, but they don't buy anything. Some of them stop to take a U-turn because they realize that they are on the wrong road. They take a U-turn and go away, go back. Another one stops to ask whether they are in the right direction, to inquire about the correctness of their direction. In short, nobody is buying anything. So the rural people, the countryside people who have put up the roadside stands are unhappy. The poet says that he has seen a news item that somebody from the city is going to come and take these countryside people to the village, outskirts of the city, next to the theater and the store. The theater standing for entertainment, the store stands for commercialism. Two things which we all like: entertainment and buying up things. Even today, 100 years after this poem was written. And the poet says these people don't even think. They don't have to think, because some benefactor, greedy good doer from the city is taking them to the village outside the city from the beautiful rural landscape. And they will be given the benefit, all the benefits, all the facilities they require. An apartment to stay in, the theater for entertainment, a store for buying things, and they don't have to do anything. So what do you want anything more? There isn't even a need for thinking. The poet says that their usual life, their normal life is, traditional life is ruined. Now, they can't even sleep at night because they sleep in the day. They have nothing to do in the daytime. And their sleep in the night is disturbed. Their traditional, normal human life is disturbed. That's the poem in short. We are just looking at some of the literary devices here. Actually, Robert Frost uses a lot of literary devices. Alliteration, for example, repetition of the same sound in subsequent words. Pathetically pled per sound. Greedy good doers. Beneficent beasts. I am putting oxymoron together in this slide because greedy good doers and beneficent beasts of prey are examples of oxymoron too. Opposite ideas put together. Greedy and good deeds can't go together. These people from the city who pretend to be doing good to the city people, rural people, are greedy good doers. They are only pretending to be doing good. Actually, they are doing harm. They are only pretending to be beneficent. They are like beasts of prey. Then, transferred epithet, polished traffic. The traffic is not polished. The car is not polished. The car, actually the word polished, the adjective polished here is referring to the people inside the cars. Civilized. Another example is selfish cars. In both, the adjective selfish, cars cannot be selfish, people are selfish. Of course, cars can be polished, but here the poet actually doesn't mean that. The poet means about the smooth, the civilized, refined look that the city people have. But it's only a look, an appearance. In reality, they are greedy people, selfish people, beasts of prey. Another example of literary device here is a personification, the sadness that lurks. Sadness is personified as somebody who is hiding behind the door of the roadside stand, waiting for someone to stop the car and buy something. We are going to end this session in short. The poem depicts the plight of rural people who set up a roadside stand, hoping for support from wealthy urban travelers, only to face indifference and neglect. And the poem highlights the themes of economic disparity and social alienation. That's what Robert Frost was trying to draw the American people's attention to when he wrote this poem. This is a very quick summary of the poem. For more details, we can come back later. Other lessons are available at this link. Thank you. That's the end of A Roadside Stand for today.